Hi everyone, my name is Carrie Porter. I am the policy manager at New Disabled South and New Disabled South Rising, and this is our plain language policy dashboard. So for this, you can find any of our 14 states. You can find bills that we're tracking throughout. So first, that's kind of the overview, and it's to make it in plain language so that way it's easier to understand. Um, as you can see under the what this is section, then you scroll down to the note. This dashboard is a project that we will continue to grow and change. We will update and change the dashboard as time goes on. New bills will be added every time as they are introduced in each state. Dashboard resources will also grow over time. Um, our goal is to update the plain language versions as accessibly and correctly as possible. Some parts of the bills may change. Um, we cannot promise that the external buildings, which you will see in a minute, will always be accessible. We cannot promise that the information from state legislators' websites is always accessible. So our accessibility statement is down at the bottom. The team at Native Disabled South is always improving our dashboard so it can be accessible for all disabled. We our dashboard has the testing has found that our dashboard follows the rules with WCAG 2.1 level AA. If you have any feedback, accessibility questions, or anything like that, please don't hesitate to email us at policy@newdisabledsouth.org. So that is kind of the overview of the website. And now I'm going to show you how you find a bill. So first you go to this, scroll down to this bar. It's a white bar that says choose, select a state. Click on that, and when you click on that, you will get information about the different states. Click on the state you want. For today's purposes, we will be doing Virginia. Click on Virginia. And then when you click on Virginia, you will immediately go to the state page for Virginia, where you can see all of the bills we've tracked so far on the dashboard. So for at the bottom here is where you can select the year that you want to write down, and you can select on the left, and then on the right you can select criminalization, education, technology, infrastructure, climate, and those are our policy positions. So policy areas that they might fall under. So let's just say, for some states they have a biennium year, so 2025 to 2026. What that means is that the legislative session goes through 2 years, and then biennial, which are some of them like Texas and Arkansas, so you'll see bills for 2025 but not 2026. Those are bills that are biennial, meaning they only have regular legislative sessions every 2 years. And then you have some like Virginia that has one every year. So we're going to click on 2026, and then we're going to click on, and then that will give you just the 2026 files. So first we'll click on, let's just click on affordable housing. So this one talks about affordable housing. You have the bill number in the left corner up here, Bill HB4, and then underneath that you have some of them, it depends on the state, some of them give the names to the bills, and then others tend to only use affordable topics. So it may just say affordable housing. Here is a plain language description of what the bill is about. And you can scroll, and then the position statement, which we've added some for some of our bills in 2026, says New Disabled South supports cheap housing for everyone. Poor people deserve to live in places that are not expensive. NDS also supports having building owners tell people when housing prices will change before changing the prices. Here you can view the original bill text, and if you click on that, it'll take you to our website. Again, we can't promise accessibility on the tab, but you can see the original non-plain language version. And here's where the actions, where our API automatically pulls this data, and it always starts from the first action to the bottom, so you see just the different actions that have been taken on the bill. And then it says it was approved and passed by the governor. So, and then at the bottom, it is sponsors. Now, some of them may not have it on the website that pulls from, but here are all the Democratic sponsors for this bill. And you can also navigate, like if you want to go to another state and you don't want to go out to the homepage, which you go out to the homepage by going to our logo in the top left corner, at the very, very top. And if you don't want to do that and you want to go to a new state, like let's say South Carolina, for example, just so I can show you all an example of the biennial. So you'll scroll down to the bottom unless you see what you're looking for, and then it will be down at the bottom. So once you do that, it will go to we'll click 2025 to 2026, and that'll reduce it down. And then let's say we're going to like for healthcare bills. So you see the 3 different healthcare bills for the legislation. Another thing to add is on every page in the bottom, very bottom of the page, there's resources for plain language policy and accessibility standards, as well as an email section where if you click it, it will automatically open whatever your preferred email thing is to email us if you have any feedback. Again, I hope this is a helpful tool for everyone, and I hope, and don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any suggestions for bills or accessibility. Thank you.
Check out the Plain Language Policy Dashboard at plain-language-policy-dashboard.org. If you have any suggestions about how to make the dashboard better or suggestions on bills we should include in the dashboard, please email us at policy@newdisabledsouth.org.